Hello everyone and welcome to another video. I'm Simply G and today I'm going to be giving a review and a recommendation for Pop Life by Minami Q-ta. This is a 2-volume completed series from indie digital publisher Starfruit Books, who very kindly sent me these copies to read and to review. I was going to honestly buy these anyway. I really enjoy Starfruit Books and everything that they've put out so far, and so when I was given this opportunity, I jumped at the chance. But this is, of course, like with all of my reviews that are done being provided with review copies, it's a completely honest review. I would never change my opinion about something just because, I've been asked by the publishers to talk about it. But thankfully, this is a book that I really, really, really loved, or books, I should say. If you don't know what this series is about, it's about, I think the main character is Sakura. She's a single mother in her 40s. She has a teenage son, Kaede, who also is working on becoming a professional shogi player. And she lives with another single mother who has 2 preteen / early teen kids of her own. They're in late elementary, early middle school, called Ruru and Taichi. And so it's sort of the day-to-day lives, slice of life of these 2 mothers who don't really have anyone else in their lives aside from each other and their children, and this interesting little households that they hold together. So, first and foremost, obviously, I want to preemptively say this isn't a Yuri title. This isn't a title that's about a romance between these 2 women. It is about finding community, finding support outside of the normal or what society deems as the normal expectation for women. Both of these women, presumably both of these women are divorcees or were just never married in the first place. And obviously, being a single parent, whether it be mother or father, is difficult. It's hard to raise a kid or multiple children by yourself, especially when you have to be the breadwinner. You have to, look after, care for, feed, etc. your children and allow them to have the things that you want them to have. You want to support them. You want to allow them to do extracurricular activities. If they get sick, also being there to support them in that, or if they're having trouble at school. But of course you are very reliant on having to go to work, not having that time because you're trying to put food on the table, you're trying to pay for rent, all of those things. So this idea of single parents, especially single women with kids living together, is a really beautiful one. It's something that does come up from time to time in certain communities. Certain countries are more accepting of it than others, or are more encouraging of this sort of thing than others. But it is also quite outside the norm. So Sakura herself is a freelance mangaka. She doesn't really have any ongoing series at this point, but it also means that she works from home. She's typically the one who is there to pick up the kids, who can make meals throughout the day. Her son is he's at the age where he's kind of pretty self-reliant. He can make his own meals. He works at the shogi academy club that he's also a member of. But the other kids are a little bit younger. She's the one who kind of gets them ready and out the door for school, picks them up, etc., etc. Whilst Akemi is more so a working woman. She goes into an office every day and has a more stable job. And the two of them are, friends. Probably some of the most close friends you can have. They're definitely not the same personality type. They're a little bit opposites, but they care about each other, they respect each other, and they value each other's opinions, each other's times, and their companionship. One of the big things about, being older, being single, and with kids is that can very often be isolating. It can be very lonely. And although there's not necessarily any romance for these two, or that we're privy to, that doesn't mean that they don't have fun with each other, sharing meals, going on trips, going shopping, investing in things like a new fridge, or how they should do up the garden, or going on a vacation is really lovely, really, really lovely to see. This is, as I mentioned, a slice of life story, so there's a lot of just short little vignettes about the day-to-day lives of these two and their families. The second volume also goes into a bit more about death, a bit more about grief, and new beginnings from that as well. There's a really poignant chapter about an old elderly pet who's suffering from a non-malignant tumor, and the level of care and the level of stress and worry and how a pet, a cherished pet, can ultimately at the end of their life be a burden, but their family, you don't abandon them, and it's hard to see them suffer. It's hard to see them in pain. It's hard to know what to do, especially because they can't speak a language that we understand. And so very often, when pets come to the end of their lives, people euthanize them, but some don't. And the emotional indecision, the emotional weariness that can cause, it was just really, really lovely. And I think anyone who's had an elderly pet or has had a pet die will really, attach themselves to this. But also there's a more lighthearted and somewhat relatable chapters as well. I am not in my 40s. I'm not a mother. I'm not a lot of things that these two women are. But man, if I didn't absolutely understand the pain and shock and I don't know, frustration of your body not being capable of what it used to be, getting constant injuries from exercise and sport, of thinking you're finally fixed up, you're finally ready to get back into it, and then all of a sudden another injury arises. They're pretty universal things that you feel as you get older, as well as that unsurety of the choices you make, of what the future can hold. And especially for these two women, they don't really have, aside from their friendship, aside from this relationship they forged together, they're not related, they're not family, they're not, they eventually they will come to a point in their lives where they won't be in each other's lives in the same way that they are now. And I think that Minami Q-ta sensei really did a great job of capturing how nuanced that can be, that situation is. So if you want to read something, if you don't mind digital manga, if you like supporting small boutique publishers, if you like self-published works, I absolutely recommend this series. Of course, if you enjoy slice of life, if you like series focused on single parents or women, over 40, and that sort of situation, the domestic day-to-day lives of people without too much drama, without too much stress, without a grand overarching plot, the creator actually pulled from their own personal experiences, and you see that reflected in their author notes. And I think there's something really lovely about that as well. Pop Life is phenomenal, fantastic, highly recommended, and I hope more people do try it because it does deserve to be read. But those are my thoughts, my recommendation for the 2-volume complete series Pop Life from Minami Q-ta, and released in English from Starfruit Books. Be sure to check it out. You can buy it directly from their website. It's in line with what you expect to pay for a digital release. These are full volumes, so 160 pages each. So really, really good deal monetarily wise as well, compared to some other digital options. Be sure to give it a look if it's something that sounds interesting, if it's something that sounds like a series you may enjoy. I'll put the links to purchase and for Starfruit Books' actual website down below as well. Be sure to support them and follow them on Twitter and all those good things, because they definitely deserve your support. It's really lovely seeing such boutique and like small press publishers popping up for manga more and more over the last year or so. Yeah, they're great. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions, whether you're interested in the series now, whether you've read this, if you agree, disagree. I love reading all of your comments. If you're not, you can follow me on Twitter @collectingg. The links to there will also be in the description, as well as follow me on the podcast that I co-host with my wonderful friend Ray from Whimsical Pictures. That's Read Right to Left on pretty much every podcasting platform, including being posted here on YouTube on this channel. And if you're not subscribed, but my videos have been interesting, this video and others that I've posted in the past, be sure to subscribe. But yes, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye till then.